for San Francisco.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good cover. As he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
It's over, it's over, it's dominate.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Right there, 54, right there.
Hey!
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Check. Watch 54, watch 54. Hey, keep it up. Mike, 24. Mike, 50, Knicker. Pass. Whip. Watch the whip.
Roethlisberger picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Take over first.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Back at the 29-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Cameron.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Garoppolo looks to throw. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
41-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Steelers.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, Mostert.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Into the first quarter.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Steelers, nothing.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Complete to Raheem Mostert. Out of bounds at the 20.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
20-yard line.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and... They'll give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe.
He's got a man complete.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there just before halftime. 75 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And a little floater there is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Barrett.
They'll take over.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
65, 65. 12 pounds, here we go.
From the 36, Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That's a gain of 4 as we Slipsburg. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
21, 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
4 yards.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
3rd and long.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Roethlisberger to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And the 49er hands team does its job. They just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the Steelers going to use their... Third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game.